One can count on Singaporeans to stand up for the National Day songs that strike a chord. No National Day parade is complete without these tunes, and this year's celebrations will feature 3 original compositions. Now, before the big day tomorrow, we're now joined by 2 performers, Dominic Chin, who will perform the songs Hold Up the Sky and Not Alone, and artiste Chew Wei Shan, better known as Weish. She's also the writer, composer, and performer of the song Horizon. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Weish, we are eager to talk to you about Horizon. You know, you've described the song as a little unorthodox within the NDP landscape. Describe to us the creative process behind it, and was this an entirely different experience or unique experience from what you're used to?
Right. Well, our music director, Bang Wen-Fu, approached us to create a song with the very intention of it being quite different. And so I guess our chorus opens with the lyrics, "Run with us to the horizon and far beyond." And it is this very boldness and boundlessness that we wanted to encapsulate with our music choices that are, I guess, a little more daring, with heavier electronic sounds and more aggressive vocals and grittier textures.
We like how you are pushing the boundaries of Singapore music, and you can tell from this song that when you listen to it, you can immediately recognize that it's a weish song.
Absolutely.
How has the reception been towards Horizon?
It's been really heartening and great. I think lots of younger people especially have been responding to it very well. My favorite parts of the parade are meeting all the youth performers at the end, and they've come up to me to ask, what genre is this? And what programs do you use? And it's just been very exciting.
All right, we're happy for you. That's great, Weish. Dominic, you've been busy as well. We know you are a part of the music and drama company that performs Hold Up the Sky and this year's theme song, Not Alone. You were also involved in the recording of Not Alone. You've been busy. How are you juggling all of these for tomorrow's parade?
Well, I think being part of the music drama company, this is part of what we do, where we are always prepared to perform, to come together. But I think one thing that's my favorite part about being part of this project is that a lot of the singers, we actually don't work together a lot, because when we do our shows, I'm singing with a band or I'm paired with another singer. This time around, we got almost all the singers together to be part of the songs. And the last time we were all together was when we recorded our album, our NDP covers album this year for Celebrating Singapore Volume 1. And I'm also preparing for our festival at the end of the year called Homegrown. But so this is really special for us because we get to come together and work together, learn the parts, record the parts together. Yeah, that's exciting for me.
It's really a collective effort, right?
Yeah.
And this is not your first NDP involvement. You previously performed in 2019 and 2021 as well. How are you approaching this year's NDP?
This year I was going to approach it the exact same way.
She's a veteran.
And then, but I think with every year, one of my favorite parts about performing is actually, the performing is great. I love performing. But it's the fact that every year is different artists performing. And it's so lucky for me to meet people like Weish. And when I met, Aisha Aziz and stuff like that, when I first met them for the first time, I was just like, wow, I can't believe we are in the same space, And
you
so
were starstruck.
I was really starstruck, yeah. And then, I think I'll approach it the same way, with joy, with a lot of happiness and a lot of gratefulness. I remember the first time I did it in 2019, while singing Majalah Singapore, I remember thinking, if only my grandmother could see this.
Aww.
Yeah, because I think she'll be really, really proud, And then, I'm just so glad that this is part of my job now.
Sure should be. And has there been any key highlights so far? Throughout the rehearsals, the weeks of rehearsals that you've been involved in?
Right. I think my highlight would be tomorrow there's going to be a lot of cubes moving around. My highlight would be in the cube, right, waiting for my turn to go up and hearing Weish's soaring voice and the bass of the jam, 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 jam. Right? And I'm just in the cube, the first week I was like, what is happening out there, And then when the song came out, then I properly heard the song. I was like, wow, this is the coolest thing.
Yeah, soaring voice, Weish. Yeah. What about you, Weish? How have the rehearsals been, and how are you feeling ahead of tomorrow's big show?
I'm feeling quite nervous to be on national TV, and rehearsals have been just so invigorating and I guess very alien to an artist like me. And we've been talking about this so much that Issa, my co-writer, and I kind of grew up in more grungy, sort of ground-up spaces surrounded by musicians who play everything from heavier genres to more progressive music. So it's not lost on me how big this is, and just to be a small part of a community that doesn't usually appear on national television, to sort of be, in my own little way, represent these communities on. And
in your years of being in underground music and dabbling in many art forms, from sound design to theatre as well, and we know that you just came back from a tour with a grindcore band.
Yes.
Have these experiences helped to influence the way you approach your first NDP?
I would say so. I think many people think that they're so vastly different that they don't communicate. But this year, I went from writing a musical to dancing and singing for SIFA, and then right into the Wormrot tour, and then right into NDP. So I do think it's this collective spirit of making, like, fearlessly, that I've been surrounded by and inspired by for so many years of my life. That I carry with me into everything that I make, especially for NDP.
Indeed, a multi-hyphenate artist that you are, Weish. So ahead of Singapore's birthday bash tomorrow, what are your hopes and wishes for the country? Dominic?
Well, as an independent musician myself, I would hope that we will explore more local music and explore more of our talents. And I wish Singapore just continue to grow in exploration and not just settle for what is the norm, you know, and just like really break through with whatever we explore. Yeah, I think that's what I hope for Singapore.
It's been a joy speaking to you guys, and thank you so much for coming in. And we wish you all the best for tomorrow's NDP.
Thank you so much, Shah.
That was Dominic Chin and Weish, performers at this year's National Day Parade.